morning. Good morning. I got my chai tea. This is not just any type of chai tea. This is some premium, the good stuff. I got my fancy glass mug here, and it is, what date is it? What date is it? It is the day, friends. It is the day, April 8th. I have to keep looking because I want to say April 9th. And it's April 8th. It's the eclipse day. If you have a front row view, if you have a partial view, whatever view that you have, you know this day is really charged. And I don't know about you, but even priming up to this day, there has been a different energy that has been moving through. I know for myself personally, there's a lot of things shifting personally for me. And so some days have been more tender than others. Some days have been more activated. It's just like, boom, that rebirthing spring, April energy. And some days have been like, holy shit, like everything feels like it's being ripped apart. And so there's been a lot of talk about polarity. There's been a lot of talk about rebirthing. There's been a lot of talk about like, oh, let's go see, like, where are you going to be? Are you working? What are you going to do? And then there's this talk about it's another day, big whoop, right? But it's not just another day. If we're really in tuning with our bodies, we can all feel a different energy. And sometimes it's exciting. It's like, wow. And other times it's like, what the hell is going on here? And it's disrupting. It's uncomfortable. It's something that we want to run away from. And I can tell you this firsthand, in those tender moments, it's like, like, fuck, what do we do? And I feel that this eclipse is this energy, and especially in this new moon, right? It's no coincidence the new moon and the eclipse are on the same day. Craziness. This April month is like really is a rebirthing portal. And how it's going to move and flow through you or activate you is your experience, your process, your codes, whatever it is going to flow through you. And sometimes they're very much in your face, and it's like you can't ignore it, and it's sometimes really hard. And other times it's like really exciting. It's like, oh my gosh, look at what's happening. I'm so energized. I'm so charged. Let's have at it. So when we look at the physical significance of the sun and the moon lining up together for a moment and then slowly starting to move apart, it's almost like the start of a new cycle, right? It takes years and years and years for the planets to align, right? And so it goes through this process of aligning, and then there is another, like, it's like another chapter. It's like, okay, here goes another journey. Here goes another journey to go around and discover and do all the things before we align again, right? So it might feel like, oh, Happy New Year, here we go, another year around the sun, or it might feel like a birthday, or it might feel like the really integration of this spring energy. So the body, the earth, everything is being activated. And so what are some of the ways that you can navigate this? And so I will say personally, there's no one way to do this. You're going to hear a lot of different ways of how to navigate this. And yes, I'm going to share with you some things, but at the same time, you will know what's best for you. So I want you to think about that. What do you need on this day? Do you feel called to go for a walk? Do you feel called to be outside when in the time frame that the eclipse actually happens? Do you feel called to gather with your friends? Do you feel called to be by yourself? Do you feel called to write or to dance or to, work? Do you feel like if you're at work or just head down, focus, just be in that space? I invite you to drop into your womb space or just really feel the sensitivity of your body and ask yourself, what do you need today? What do you need? And follow that. Follow that. Follow your womb wisdom. Follow your intuition. Follow your innate wisdom. Because you ultimately know what you need. And if you desire some support, around this, deepen into what is being present around you right now, right? This energy is really helping all of us to get very clear on what we want and what we don't want. And like I said, sometimes that's very like, oh yeah, this is great. And other times it's like, holy shit, this is a motherfucker. Can this stop now? This is too much. But just really getting attentive of what's happening right now. Relationships can be activated or tested. Your work can have a different meaning. There's something creative that is bubbling through you that needs to get out. Your womb, your body, it may be calling for more attention, maybe to be purified a little bit more, maybe to drink some more water, have some more fruits, have some more activating life force in your body to really step into this new portal with a different energy. Maybe your energy just needs to be cleared completely. Maybe it needs some deep womb clearing. Maybe it needs some deep energy activation. Maybe you need to go and commune with someone who can do Akashic readings, all of which I can do, by the way. Anyways, right? But again, what do you need? Maybe you need to spring clean your house. Side note, yesterday, oh my goodness, my basement is so pristine right now. I love it. I love it when I have a clean house. But I know for myself, I had this great push. I needed to start spring cleaning my house. And the spring clean, it's not just like your weekly clean where you make sure you clean everything and it looks good from the week, right? That's that deep spring clean. Go through everything. Get rid of stuff that you don't use. Donate things. Really get in the nooks and crannies. Sweep up, clean up, get the water, get the bucket, and just like clean out everything, right? I'm talking that deep spring clean, right? And I started with my basement. How many basements out there are like, oh gosh, you go in there and every time you're like, I need to clean this. And I spent all day Sunday. I was, if you may remember, last week I was guest speaking on an online ceremonial portal called Shamanika. And so So I did that presentation on Friday, which you can still access if you go on to Shamanika. You look up Shamanika, and then it's the portal is there with so many guest speakers and really beautiful activate workshops. Anyways, so I put that on. That was on in the background, right? I had that on my phone on speaker on the highest level, and I went to work on my basement. I spring cleaned that. I went through everything, all the buckets, all the things, and got rid of things that I was like, why is this here? I actually found a family tree on my father's side that I didn't realize I knew I had. And I was actually quite recently looking at, just the background of my family, great grandfather, great auntie, all that stuff. And I realized I had it there on one part of my family, stuck in the basement. So I brought that up, I cleared things out, I swept things up, and now my basement, y'all, it looks so clean. It's like I go down there and I'm like, yes! That's the first level. Second level is my main floor. But you get what I'm saying. It's like there is this energy to really help to clean. Get rid of the junk. Get rid of the things that you don't need. Get rid of the things that may be stifling your energy. Again, this is how we are going to receive that, and how the body and the minds and the emotions and all the things around you are going to receive that is going to be completely different. And I preface this by saying, the best way to navigate through this time is to really get attuned to what is happening around you, what is happening around your family, your relationships, your work, or what's been happening with you personally. What have you been feeling? What has been stirring through your body? This is how you get in tune with your womb wisdom, with the sensitivity of the energy of your body to really, really feel into what do you need. Right? Calling on your multi-dimensional spirit team to ask for support, or being held in a space, as one of the things that Amplified Alchemy does so beautifully, is you come into the space and I support and hold space for you as we go into your records, as you tap in, as you go into your womb. We create a space where we do that, so that you can start to listen deeply to the wisdom that you have within you and receive. And so this is one of the big things about this energy, this eclipse energy, to tune in and to receive. And what you do with that information after that is completely up to you. But know that you have the tools and the resources to do so, to access that is for you. So as I say, cheers to you with my chai tea. May this day be nourishing, healing, and lots of love poured onto you. So tomorrow, I'm actually going to come on tomorrow because I also have, want to share with you something that has been, speaking of all this rebirthing and creating, I have a creative project that I'm ready to share to the world. And I want to share it with you first. So all of you that are in this community, I'm going to share it with you first. If you're on my email, on my beautiful, my email list, my email community, you will know about it as well. I'm going to share with you. Those are the two portals I'm going to share first. And then it's going to go out to the world. So that's tomorrow morning. Cheers. Blessings to you all. Ashe. Aho. Blessed be.